man. You think the Browns are a real contender this year?
I want to believe so bad in the Browns, man. I want to believe so bad in the Browns. Y'all know I'm a Roll Tide faithful, but even in college, I was rooting for Baker Mayfield, man. I like that passion he plays with. I like the fact he doesn't fit that temporary quarterback mold of the good guy. He he toes the line, man. And at the end, he was close, right? He was close to getting that W for Cleveland. I think once they get the whole squad back, I think they got something solid, man. I think last season the weakest spot was the coach. I don't know why they had the coach they had, man. He did not know what he was doing, so I'm glad they made that change. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. I'm gonna hang my hat on Cleveland getting above 500 this season. Hell, maybe making a playoff run.
Oh, there you go.
All right, okay, all right, Kev. What you got on the Browns? You think they're gonna be doing anything significant, or they just all fluff?
You remember the last time we talked about the Browns? I was so like spacing out because I'm like, Cleveland who? And
Is Cleveland a city?
I said, so
You talking about LeBron?
yeah, exactly right.
He coming back.
He playing for the Browns.
Oh,
Man. So I was really out of it on who Cleveland is working with, who they picked up, and what they got going on for them this season. I was just surprised to see what was happening, but I know Mahomes could scramble and he could get these from behind victories. So I tuned in for the second half. Those guys did what they were supposed to do. I was more impressed with the defense. Again, I expected what Mahomes did, so it wasn't as impressive, although I still was impressed. The defense got a couple interceptions, which was nice, and yeah, I was all about the defense this time around. So Browns, yeah, sorry, my attention was on the Chiefs and whether or not they are going to make that run again, NFC champs, and see if they could get that Super Bowl. So yeah, Browns, they look good. Let's see. They might surprise me. They might get on my map. As a casual watcher, I'm a casual watcher, so I'm always coming from you from that perspective. So if they can get the casual watcher on their radar, then that means you got to be doing something good. So let's see.
Okay. Lasik, man, you think Odell Beckham is overvalued at this point? I mean, we ain't seen him in a minute, and
He's coming up. I didn't even know. That's when I heard you mention it. I had to go look it up. I didn't know Odell was out. I guess he's still kind of recovering from the ACL. He didn't feel like he can go hard enough to play, and they kind of just went with that decision to not play him. I think they need him. You know, it's a great team, but especially to go up against Patty Mahomes, that would have helped. But you got to play when you're healthy. There's 16 games. I think they made the right decision if he couldn't play. I'll say this, like, I feel like it might be a hot take, but I feel like these are very similar teams. I feel like they have a much more talented quarterback on the Chiefs with, you know, some decent receivers, and I feel like it's kind of the inverse where they have like these really, really talented receivers and a pretty good quarterback. But both teams have a lot of talent, and that's why I say they're pretty similar. On the defense, it's hard to tell against Patty Mahomes. Like, he makes every defense look bad sometimes. But I did see them put some pressure in there towards the end of the game when they were trying to get that. They got to stop to get a chance at a drive to win the game. They sacked him. They had like two people sack him. It looked like a pretty hard hit, but you know, he got up and walked away from it. So the defense looked like they put pressure on him. And I know he like Kev just mentioned, the defense looked really good on the Chiefs side too. It was a really good game. I think the Browns have a shot. I think they're a real deal. But the same way the Chiefs are a team with a lot of talent that seems to always find a way to make it work, I feel like the Browns are a team with a lot of talent that just can never seem to find that whatever it is that takes to get the W. That's where I see the differences. But it's a real deal team on paper. We'll see where it goes.
That's a good take right there.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
man.
I got a question for you. You know,
What's
put your
that?
faith in Beckham or Tyreek Hill?
Woo. I don't think it's necessarily a faith thing, because I think just the caliber of player that Odell Beckham is, I would expect Tyreek Hill to make the big catch or whatever, but I think his presence on the field, Odell Beckham, gives a shot to a lot of the other receivers on the team. Like, there's so much attention on Odell that, you know, Jarvis Landry can get open, or whoever else they got in the wide receiver slot. So, and when it comes to actually performing catch, I would take Hill. But in terms of just like how defense is planned, I would like to have Odell on the field.
That was the most famous hot take, not take I've seen in a minute.
That was a politician answer. Right there.
Somebody like
I
I
would vote for him.
said, to make the play, I'm going for the hill.
Are you? Let me check. Are you on a recall election ballot? Bro?
Maybe.
Hey man,
I feel like I answered the question adequately.
Yeah,
You
you
did.
did. You was just a
Okay.
boy.
You did not pick a side.
I did. I said Hill to make the play. You said who you betting on.
He did.
Hill to make the play.
Okay.
And I just put the caveat because there's so much attention on Odell, the benefit to the team. Now we're not talking about making one play. We talking about to the team. I feel like Odell just draws that attention.
Yeah, you know, he did the political like, oh my opponent is very very astute, but
Yeah.
I'm going to be the better candidate because you know you're gonna give jobs to the average American.
Because I flew the plane.
So yeah, I mean he polished that. Hey yo man, who trained you? What media?
I took some media training in our off season.
Oh,
Oh, so.
okay, all right. So yeah, no. Look, my answer to that really is very plain. Simple. I am not that polished. Look, Tyreek Hill. You know why? Because he's always available. Number two, because he does his number one job
Facts.
all the time, which he just runs fast, and if the ball is near him, he goes try to catch it. That's it. He don't do
Spider-Man.
So you're saying you don't catch him on yacht parties?
You know what? I don't know. How big is a yacht? If it's small, maybe not. But you know, if it's a big yacht, he may catch it. What are you talking about?
No, I said you won't. I said you won't catch him on a yacht party.
Oh,
The big
no.
on the Giants with Odell.
No, he's not trying to be on the cover of a Jodeci album. He's not trying to be an R&B group. You know what I'm saying?
Not trying to hang out with Drake.
He ain't trying to do all that. At least publicly. You know, he probably is, but you know,
He's not trying to be a celebrity.
He moves
Okay.
different. You know what I'm saying? He don't
I hear
argue
that.
with kicking nets and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, that's cool. Hey yo, man, the Chiefs are gonna be a formidable team. The Browns, they got a run game that is going to carry them. So as long as they rely on their run game and their defense, Baker Mayfield could be free to make mistakes because he has a run game and a defense. You don't need Odell Beckham because you have a run game and you have a defense. So at the end of the day,
If you paid all that money to have him.
true.
He's a nice luxury. He's a nice luxury.
Exactly.
Yeah, he like a Maserati right now. Look good, but the junk don't run. So if you park, you look nice. Probably good. He be in the video.
Right now, my boy like a Maserati running off of that 87 octane.
So yeah, man. But we want to see Odell Beckham back, man. He's always a attention grabber. So
Yeah.
He's a highlight. He's a human highlight reel.
yeah.
Make season for him?
Huh?
Make a break season for him?
Oh, yeah. He's not. I don't think he's gonna get the money he's gonna get anymore from the last contract. He's not getting that no more.
Injuries, production,
production, availability, impact. So no, I don't think so.
Agree.
So you gotta think about that, dudes.
I was trying to think about in the history of the game as a receiver, came out hot, injuries derailed them, and how they got the big contract that without any proof of production. You know what I'm saying? Now, T.O. is the only thing that came to mind. But even with that, T.O. had a tremendous long-term record.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Bowl, he broke his leg. He tried to come back in the Super Bowl, or that Super Bowl season. He tried to come back. And I think he still got picked up after that, I think.
Yeah, he played for the Cowboys. He played
the Cowboys, yeah.
He played for the Bengals or Browns, I forget. The Bengals.
But no one ever doubted his dedication to the game.
Yeah,
I think that was the main thing.
It was him at Ocho, remember?
Okay.
But his last successful season was with the Cowboys. But that's what I was trying to think of. That's the only name that comes to mind. So this might be a make or break season for him.
Yeah, I think this is his swan song. So he better do something nice, or he can be long forgotten.